beautiful souls and warriors. Welcome to the Diary of a Fibro Warrior podcast. I'm Chico, a Fibro warrior, diagnosed in 2016 and also an ME/CFS warrior. This is our space, a space where we turn pain into power, purpose into action, and isolation into connection. And this is also a space where we are learning how to navigate life through a different way beyond the traditional norms or expectations due to changing and challenging life circumstances. So you're all welcome here, whether you're a chronic illness warrior, a supporter, or a supporter in terms of just supporting the cause, or you are a carer and supporting somebody living with a chronic illness. It's Monday, April 13th, and I hope the weekend was kind to you. I hope you at least found one moment of peace, rest, or joy. Okay, can you believe we're already in April? Where is the month running to, let alone the year? Sometimes it feels like we're sprinting while our bodies are barely walking. A little disclaimer for me before we dive deeper into the topic at hand. This podcast is for educational and supportive purposes only. It is based on my personal lived experience and also some research as well that I've come across or gone through during my learning experience. Please consult your own medical team before making any changes in terms of your health management. So today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind for the past week. It's linked to a comment I saw on social media recently, which stopped me in my tracks. Whether not to say that the person was wrong in any way, but it just got me thinking on a deeper level. And what basically this person said that was, if you have a severe debilitating chronic illness such as ME/CFS, you cannot have any goals because people basically struggle. So it was a blanket statement, which led me into this topic that I wanted to discuss with you. And the question is, can somebody with a severe and debilitating condition have goals? And today I want to gently debate it and I want to explore it with you. And I'd love to hear your viewpoints too. But first, as always, a gentle reminder: healing is not linear. We all heal according to our own level and ability. And when I say healing, I do not mean cure. I mean learning how to live with our condition on our own terms. And what I'm going to do now is, as part of the first segment, is start off with my own experience. I have lived through, some of you may already know this, I have lived through severe debilitating fibromyalgia, ME/CFS symptoms. There was a time when I was largely bedbound for years. And during that time, I would have said that I had no goals. I was just surviving. At that time, I was angry at the world. I felt defeated and I was grieving. I was in the stages of grieving. Okay, so the stages, for instance, what I was experiencing was, why me? Okay, why me? Not necessarily that I was privileged, but I was just asking, why me? Why now? As I felt that, well, I guess with illness, you can't predict it. I felt that I had so much more I should be doing in life, and I had yet to accomplish. And being debilitated left me feeling as though it left me feeling powerless, basically. So looking back, I realized, linking it back to goals, I realized something important. I did have goals. I did not recognize them as such at that time. For instance, my first goal was to find out what was eating away at me slowly and then suddenly leading me to, or led me to crash and left me debilitated with limited physical and cognitive abilities. So I had to then start exploring what it was all about. And that in itself unknowingly became a goal for me. And the goal, for instance, led me to contact my GP. And for my GP, I then requested referrals to specialists, then went on to researching what other professionals could help me with. And these were passive goals, but they were also active goals in a way that the ball was rolling without me actually realizing it. And this links to, can somebody with a severe and debilitating condition have goals, okay, when they're going through that experience? My life at that time was limited to hospital appointments, and on a good day, I would go down to the hospital cafe, have a coffee, chat with some of the patients or the fellow warriors who were part of like my support group, and that would be my day basically. Then I'd return home and crash for weeks on end due to cognitive challenges, sensory overload, chronic fatigue, and severe chronic pain. Then my reality then was changing slowly, painfully, especially with the severe debilitating chronic symptoms, but it was moving. And then my second goal became, unknowingly again, an occupational therapist. Through my GP, she came to visit me at home, and part of her process was to evaluate like my environment and to determine what I could realistically do and what accessible tools I needed, especially with mobility challenges, and also just about reconnecting with life and its meaning through meaningful occupation, but not necessarily professional, but more about the personal environment and connecting with the community. So I call these goals because they did not happen, even though they did not happen automatically. I had to show up somehow. I had to engage with the world, even when I didn't want to, because it was all part of my recovery process, okay, enabling me to overcome some of those emotional and physical challenges, although it wasn't easy. And here is the honest truth. I did not embrace the first goal from the occupational therapist happily, not at all. Her first goal, for instance, for me was to go for a walk, start off with like 5 minutes, then build it up to 10 minutes, and then sit somewhere. And I remember thinking, and also looking at her thinking, what is the point? You don't know what I'm going through. I'm in excruciating pain. Why would I want to like walk when my feet and my body literally feels on fire, and go somewhere where I wouldn't even reach a happy destination, and to only inflict pain of on myself, even much worse than that. Okay, and my image was, I like going to the park, I like going to a cafe, and to me that felt very limiting. And that's why I was just like, what is the point? And it wasn't part because I was used to like the hustle and bustle. My mental capability was more, I was fast paced while my body was saying, no, you can't do these things. So when she said it, it felt pointless. It felt insulting. I was pained by it. But here's what I have come to understand. Even then, I had a goal. As frustrating, as annoying, as saddening as it was a goal. Even my resistance was a form of engagement, and engagement with the idea of the future, although then it was bitter. Although then it felt really painful. Whether I knew it or not, whether I liked it or not, I had goals. throughout my most challenging experience. From wiggling my toes in bed, from stretching while lying down, or from being assisted by another person to literally learn how to walk again. And that person was a physiotherapist, and that wasn't a pleasurable experience. And it was just even just a few steps to the kitchen and back to my sofa or bed. That in itself was a goal. So the reason why I'm sharing this is that goals do not have to be defined by external factors. Okay, what's on social media, what's going on in the economy. Goals come back to us and our own personal journey and our own personal experiences. And then you incorporate them according to your own level of ability. That is why I believe that anyone can have goals, okay, whether they're doing it independently or being supported by somebody else who is advocating in their best interest. So no matter how small or insignificant the goals may appear to the outside world, they still matter. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. So in the next part, I'll just touch a little bit on research on existentialism and purpose, which then links to goals as well.